This lesson is brought to you by Michael Blair Virtual School and the Lanjago Kali Foundation, headed by His Royal Highness, now Professor Lanjago Kali II. Hello viewers, welcome to the Michael Blair Virtual School. I am Michael Blair Kasian, a 15-year-old level 300 student pursuing bachelor degree in mathematics and ICT. I was privileged to complete junior high school education at age 9 and thereafter represented the Fafrao Community Senior High School at the National Science and Maths Quiz competition. My background, experience and competencies give me the privilege to teach you mathematics the way you love it and excel in your mathematics examination. Today we shall look at a very important lesson from the Common Core program curriculum for mathematics basic 8. The curriculum reference number for today's lesson is B8.1.1.1.2. That is, skip count forwards and backwards in 10,000s, 100,000s, 500,000s, and etc. First of all, by the end of this lesson, you, the learner, should be able to 1. Know what skip counting is and apply it in solving mathematical problems. 2. You should be able to skip count a number forward by 10,000s, 100,000s, 500,000s, and so on and so forth. And finally, you, the learner, should also be able to skip count backwards of numbers with a constant 10 or with a constant subtraction of constants. Therefore, let's progress into today's lesson. Skip counting. First of all, what is skip counting? Skip counting means counting by a specific number instead of just counting by ones. If I say count numbers from 1, the only thing you are going to do is to start by saying 1, 2, 3, 4. When you do that, you are counting in ones. But skip counting means you are counting with a specific gap, and that gap must be the same. That gap must be maintained. It does not necessarily have to be 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, in today's lesson, we are going to do skip counting both forward and backwards. Have you been to an athletics competition before? When the athletes are about to run, numbers are counted. That is, either by 1, 2, 3, go, and the athletes set off, or by saying 3, 2, 1, go. Let's look at each of the countings I did. 1, 2, 3, and 3, 2, 1. In 1, 2, 3, you can see that the count is going upwards. That is, from 1 it has increased to 2, from 2 it has increased to 3, and the next number will be what? 4 and onwards. But when we skip count backwards, it means we are reducing the number or we are subtracting something from the number, a constant thing from the number. So let's start with skip counting forward. Now let's say skip counting by 2 and we are going forward. So we go in this way. Since we are doing skip counting by 2, then if our first number is 2 for skip counting by 2, then we just have to be adding 2 to this number until we move on and move on and move on. So our first number is 2, so we add another 2, which is 2 plus 2, giving us 4. 4 becomes our new answer, so we add 2 to 4, giving us 6. 6 becomes our new answer, so we add 2 to 6, giving us 8. 8 becomes our new answer, we add 2 to 8, and we can do that several times and get values which have been skip counted forward by 2. In today's lesson, we are going to learn how to skip count using, first of all, tens of thousands. That is 10,000. That is tens of thousands, 10,000. So let us therefore skip count 22,132 by 10,000, and we are doing this skip counting forward. So when we say forward, if you want to move forward, you add more steps. So we are going to add 10,000 to 22,132. So we add, and anytime you are adding, you must normally understand this principle of first number goes, second number back up. First number goes, second number backs up. When I say first number goes, that means you just write your first number involved in the addition. Then any other number will start from the back. That is, you start filling the digits of those numbers at the back, which are ready to be added. So instead of just writing 10,000, we'll start from the back, which is 0, 0, 0, 0, 1. Now addition sign is here. So 2 plus 0 gives us 2. 3 plus 0 gives us 3. 1 plus 0 gives us 1. 2 plus 0 gives us 2. And 2 plus 1 gives us 3. We have 32,132 as our final answer. Kindly continue this skip count to the 10th number and send your answers to michaelblessschool@gmail.com so that I can have a look at it and give you appropriate feedback. What of if we are skipping count by 100,000? It's the same thing we are going to do. We are going to successfully add 100,000 to our numbers. So let's say the same number we were skip counting for, which is 22,132. We are going to this time round skip count this number by 100,000. So we add 100,000 to 22,132. So 22,132 goes and 100,000 backs up with 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1. We add. So 2 plus 0 gives us 2. 3 plus 0 gives us 3. 1 plus 0 gives us 1. 2 plus 0 gives us 2. 2 plus another 0 gives us 2. And 1 plus nothing gives us 1. So we are having 122,132. Can you continue adding? Yes, you can. You can add by adding 100,000 again to the answer we got, which is 122,132. What if we did it for 500,000? Skip counting by 500,000. It's the same thing. If we are skip counting forward, we should just add 500,000 to the digits. If you were able to successfully add 500,000 to our digits we were using for skip count, which is 22,132, post your answer in the comment section. Let me like your answer and approve it and motivate you. Shall we also look at skip counting or counting backwards? So let's say we are going to skip count backwards 1,800,000 by tens of thousands. So tens of thousands is going to skip count the number 1,800,000 backwards. So don't forget, no matter whether it's addition or subtraction, first number goes, second number backs off or backs up. So 1,800,000 goes, and we start filling the zeros from the back. 0, 0, 0, 0, 1. We subtract. So 0 minus 0 gives us 0. 0 minus 0, another 0. 0 minus 0, another 0. The comma should be brought. 0 minus 0, another 0. You have 0, you want to give away 1. Is that possible? No, you can't do that. So you have to borrow 1 from the 8 to leave 7 at the 8th place. And since you have borrowed 1, you don't add the 1 to the 0, you attach the 1 to the 0. Attaching means just bringing things close. Adding means you are compiling them to get a single answer. 1 plus 1 or 1 added to 1 will give you 2, but 1 attached to 1 will give you 11. So we attach 1 to 0 to give us 10. Very good. So after we've gotten 10 will subtract, or 10 it becomes the new place where 1 has to take itself from. So 10 minus 1 leaves 9 behind. Don't forget, we borrowed 1 from the 8, so it's left with 7. If you had 8 items and I borrowed 1, you will be left with 7 of those items. So we drop the 7 now. Don't forget, 1 has nobody to subtract itself from, so we drop the 1. So our new answer becomes 1,790,000. I like the way you are following this list. Can you try skip counting backwards with this same number, which is 1,800,000? Just that this time you skip count backwards with 500,000. So this time it's not 10,000. Yes, you can. Just that this time around we are skip counting backwards by 500,000. So all you have to do is to subtract 500,000 from 1,800,000, and you'll be left with 1,300,000. You can further subtract again and again and again until you reach the specific place which you want to reach. I'm not going to leave you without giving you assignments. Kindly count forward or skip count forward by 10,000, starting from 35,000 up to the seed number. And after you do that, skip count backwards starting from 600,000 and skip count backwards by 100,000 until you reach the 4th number. To advance to our course, we will draw a curtain on our progress of work today. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment it, share, and don't forget, determination is the key to success. Your assignment answers should be sent to michaelblesschool@gmail.com for confirmation and, of course, motivation. Bye for now. This lesson was proudly brought to you by the Michael Bless Virtual School and the Lanjago Kali Foundation, headed by His Royal Highness now Professor Lanjago Kali II.